Breaking news. BNL leader has been invited by an oil firm. 2. Nnamdi Kanu has banned Radio Biafra app and it subsists until he is released. 3. The hidden commander of Chinasa Nworu has been exposed. Let us get into the news properly. The leader of the Biafra Nations League, in the person of Prince Will Richards, has been invited by an oil firm for discussion. This is coming after the message sent to oil firms by the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, in the person of Simon Ekpa Ambassador, and following the attack on ship sending oil workers materials to the oil firms. On another news, following the message sent out on Twitter page by Canon Takano for Biafrans to go back and upload the Radio Biafra app into their phones, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon Ekpa, has responded, stressing that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has disbanded and asked Biafrans to delete every app linked with Radio Biafra. That the zoo terrorist government have taken over those apps, and as such, the command subsists until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself says otherwise. Finally, on the news, a brother in the person of Emmanuel O. Remigius has exposed the hidden commander of Chinasa, Nworu, who is notorious for committing crimes against the Biafra people. This was as a result of the threats to this brother's life. Listen to him.
You can see Kingsley. I don't want to add his surname. From whosoever among the DO sheet or POS, whosoever see this video should make it available to Kingsley. Tell him that if he did not get back to me by tomorrow, I will add his surname. There was a commander called Abega before the launching of Eastern Security Network. There was a commander of the volunteer. Then we don't have Eastern Security Network. What we had then was volunteers. That commander is more human being than you, Abega, because Abega have human sympathy. Abega, the only thing that made all of us to stand against Abega was that Abega loved money better than the struggle. Abega was extorting money from the volunteers. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said no volunteer should contribute any money, Abega was collecting money from all the volunteers, making them to suffer. Abega will go and do some and buy some rings, come and sell it to volunteers and tell them that this is Odieshi, Abagebo, Nahaba. Many of them buy the ring.
This has been the problem.
Go to protest. Many of them fell alongside.
This has always been the problem.
Many of them were killed, including Afunwa. Though Afunwa did not die, that is the striker, the Biafran striker. He did not die, but he was among the people deceived by Abega. Now we stood against you because your actions, your love of money, Abega's love of money, made it possible for men to fail along the way, selling fake things and collecting money, collecting unnecessary levies.
This has always been.
Then we cried and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had our voice. Then you still have a human sympathy. I'm talking to you, Kingsley. I don't want to add your surname But by tomorrow, I may add your surname. Ndị Nzama, when they see it, they should reach out to you and say that I called your name in the media, so that people will know. You know, your name have not been on the media, and you are one of the most dreaded people, most dreaded killers of our own people. Now, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said the House should do voting, we voted and voted you in. Then you started well. The people that were voted out by the struggle started fighting you. You know what Emmanuel Oremijus passed through defending you. A lot of boys who defended you, they used juju to destroy them. And most of them, their businesses were destroyed. Most of them left Lagos, including Machine. Machine, you know, Machine was doing well in Lagos. Machine was driving a better car in Lagos, living in better apartment. But after defending you, Abarusiangene called Kingsley, I don't want to add your surname until by tomorrow. If you did not get back to me, your surname, everything about you may be out. Because this fight of Biafra, we are now fighting it with red eyes.
Everything. This is the time to release.
Before everything. I die, I must stand on the truth.
Keep painting and keep.
And that is what I'm doing. And nobody can kill me. Not even you people can kill me. But I want to make it clear that I am exposing you evils that the DOS are using to cause mayhem in Biafra land, to kill people and label it Simon. When we voted you in, you came, you were doing very fine. They tried to fight us, even when they fought us. Sponsored by the former Anambra State. What are they calling this Anambra State commander? Obasi sponsored the division to divide the people because Abega was loyal to Obasi. And you can remember vividly, because of you, we went to Benjamin Mmadububu's house. We were under oath not to stab anybody at the back. But I must make it clear that you people have derailed from the oath, and you took the men to fight against Biafra struggle. I am talking to you, Abarusia Ngene, Kuruma Ngene Ngo. If you do not withdraw those men that you are using against the Biafra people, your name will be out. I am telling you, by the special grace of God, your name will be out. And your house, I have everything about all of you. I am fighting from the angle that I can fight very well. Things can no longer continue. I will leave it there. Abarusia, those men, you can remember vividly when we went to Benjamin Mmadububu's house to make case because we stood by you, we defended you because we think that you are a human being and we think that you still have human sympathy. That night, nobody talked. Because you remember that I never allowed anybody to talk. I stood on my ground that you must remain the commander of Dragon Squad. I stood on my ground that you must remain the commander of Dragon Squad. That time we have had Eastern Security Network. It have been launched. I stood on my ground. I defended you that night. Even when the people, about 40-something of your executive, nobody can defend you. I stood on my ground. You remember that night they did stroke to you. Abega, stroke. And by the special grace of Almighty Chukwuka Kabiama, you defended it. Why am I touching all of this? So that you know how far that you have come for Ndinzama to make you derail. You people are evil. Before I arrive to what I was saying, I am trying to say. You still remember what I told you when we went to Ebonyi State for burial of our late comrade. I told you in Ebonyi State when you was telling me that you saw a big money on our table. You saw big money that someone brought on our table, and you saw Biafra coming. Big money, and at a time I told you that I am not concerned about any money. That when Biafra come, if there is any money that you people want to pay me, don't give me. That my only work is for Biafra to come.
Love for money has always been the problem.
You remember that I said so? If you can remember vividly, I said I am not concerned about any money at all. That when Biafra come, if there is any money that you people want to give me, let anyone eat. And you told me that you will inherit my own, that I will come and sign it. We then agreed, laughed, and boarded a bus that took us. Why am I touching all of this? Now, after the kidnap of Onyendu, even you, Abarusia, you became confused. At a time you did not understand. At a time you, Abarusia, said that Chinasa Nworu is selling the struggle from your own mouth. That Chinasa Nworu is very stupid. In a meeting, you remember. Now, what made you to go back to Chinasa Nworu and become one of the dreaded commander under Chinasa Nworu? Money have exchanged hands. Now, when all the men under you, nobody was loyal to Chinasa Nworu, because when they started bringing order that nobody should listen to Simon, all the men said that is what the last time thing that they can do. That Simon is standing on his ground. Simon is defending the truth. All the men that you are using today, that is what they said, that Simon is standing on his ground and Simon is defending the truth. Series of meeting that we did.
See what is happening and not support Simon.
Meeting after meeting, which I would not want to mention locations and areas for security purposes of those men that you have taken under oath.
What's those men?
I told you people that the last thing that you people can do is to threaten me. Anybody that threatens me, I bring the name and identity of the name out. As of me, you cannot get me. You can never get me, not in a million years. But I must keep on standing on the truth. I must keep on standing on the truth. Now, after series of meeting, the men were complaining that the DOS are compromised. But after you made that statement that Chinasa Nworu have sold this struggle, in previous meeting, you tried to amend. You told all the men to be calm, that at the end, we will get to the root of every matter.
Subsequent meeting.
We will get to the root of every matter. Now, I became confused when you, Abarusia, asked men that you don't want to hear Simon ever again, and you started telling people, pressurizing people not to support Simon. Now, I will mention the names of comrades that you people told me that was killed by Nigerian military, which are called supporters of Simon. Emmanuel Eke was a former Nigerian naval officer who withdrew from Navy and joined Eastern Security Network. For the sake of the call, that time the Mazi said, if you are a soldier, withdraw now. Emmanuel Eke was among them that withdrew. Emmanuel Eke was 2-star naval officer. You people know what 2-star means. And he withdrew. Because of this struggle, Emmanuel Eke's house was burnt by Nigerian military. Emmanuel Eke told me direct that Chinasa Nworu is the leader of DMS. That his brother, that Chinasa Nworu made his brother the commander. You know, previously I used to code words to you people.
Sabotaging the event.
Previously, I used to code words. I don't used to hit the hammer on the nail. Emmanuel Eke told me direct when I went inside school, inside the camp. That was on your order, Kingsley. On your order that we should go to camps and retake oaths. I retake those oaths and I have to continue standing on Simon, supporting Simon, because I know that those oaths have no power over me. Because any oath that you pressurize me to go and take, that we shouldn't support this or we should be loyal to this, have no power over me. The only oath that can have power over me is the one that I take in IPOB, which is to defend and stand with my principal officers and continuously stand against evil. Which the oath that said that I can never go against Biafra struggle. That's the only oath that have power over me. Now, Emmanuel Eke told me direct that Chinasa Nworu is the leader of the DMS. I asked him, how did he know? He said that his brother, that Chinasa Nworu made his brother the commander, not his biological brother, because two brothers of Emmanuel Eke was killed by Nigerian military when they went in search of Emmanuel Eke. You people should know too the sacrifices that men have done in this struggle that they are abusing.
So painful.
Now, because of how I see the treacherous waka, I left. I submitted papers to you people after coming back from the journey of taking oath, which you, if you come to the States, Kingsley Anyebunem, I have mentioned his name, pardon me. If we come to the States, if you take, your deputy take, I am the third person. I am the third person in States. Now, you refuse and block every move for me to be recognized the national. You blocked every move simply because you are afraid of people that will sabotage you. I have to be a state secretary for many years without being recognized properly in the national properly. Not that national doesn't know me, but recognizing me properly. I never got that recognition, and I was not bothered, as I told you, because the only thing that I told you that I care about is anything that will bring Biafra, not leadership. There was a meeting you people held. In that meeting, you people said, that we should run propaganda against Simon, which I asked in that meeting. On what basis? What has Simon done? And the answer was to bring him under the OS, which I told you people no. Now, Abarusia, after Mazi, the person that you claim that is your commander, the schools that they built in Biafra land, I was part and parcel of who helped, because the men who were loyal to you, used to ask me things, they are more loyal to me. Emmanuel Oremijus, they are more loyal because each time meeting end, some of them will call me Onyisi. He supported in support of this. You know, when the issue of school came, it was me that they have to meet at the back, and I told them the importance of building school in Biafra land, which you have now hijacked. You are now using it for the DOS. You are now using it to kill a lot of people. Because when the DOS are running that useless propaganda, you are involved. Now, why am I bringing you? When men started agitating that what DOS is doing is not the right thing, you ask all of the men to go to school, those who have not gone to school, because how they used to do school, if you go down here, they will hold you. They cannot allow you to go anywhere again. I left because I am state executive. If you go down to school, you will stay there for 3 months before you will put pass. Sometimes people will live on health issues, people that have health issues. But you commanded all of us to go and take oath and leave. If you count you yourself, count your deputy, I am the number 3 in state. I went down there not knowing that you have another leadership organized there, and those boys held me, not recognizing my health issue. Not recognizing my health issue. Those boys held me. And they told me to go to parade. They told me, I said, I cannot do this. It was there that this leg that you are seeing, I can no longer make use of this leg again. In that place. But that is not the issue. Why am I doing this video this morning? That later when I left, the boys inside there who used to give me information called me on a day that you have brought oath, that in that oath, nobody should support Simon. Anybody who supports Simon will die. And in that oath did not even contain proper allegiance to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It contains proper allegiance to the DOS. That anything they say goes. Have you people seen the root of this evil? Emeka Christian, I see you. Ruby Chima, I see you. Please share. Have you seen the root of this evil? I will not go deep, but I want you to get back to me that you will withdraw every single man under you. Searching for me is ruthless because you cannot get me. Searching for me is ruthless. You cannot get me. But why I am doing this video now is that you will withdraw every single man that you are using against Biafra people and bring them down to Simon. You must look for call Simon, and in turn, you are not the person to call me that you have reached Simon. Because I mean it, every of your information, I will release it on social media. I will release every of your information on social media, and you release every of my information on social media. Let's see who will be first caught. When I started this struggle, I used to tell you people that I am stubborn in getting Biafra. I am very, very stubborn. I told you people, and I have not speak this thought before. Why am I touching this? Because I have lied low and some people have threatened me. That threat, I have accepted it. But you know, if I do any other video again, it will be exposing the evils that you did, how men died, how Biafra people, the volunteers who joined you, died careless deaths of which you never care. Some of them, in fact, those men, you never even tell their family, you never even reported their dead body to their family. They just die for nothing. Which I wash my hand because I was not away when the thing started happening until I came. That was when I had health issue. Until I attended meeting one day and they were telling me, did you know that this thing happened? I said no. Did you know that this thing happened? I said no. How? That I did not know. And I advised those boys, nobody should use you people again, Ijezembo. Nobody should use you people again, Ijezembo. As this struggle have gotten to, everybody is a suspect. That was what I told some of them. And you can know that some of them left because of the treacherous stand that all of you stood against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and by extension, Biafra struggle. I have never carried gun in my life, have never killed in my life, have never supported killing in my life. And you know that those things that you did, if I hear it, I will advise those boys not to. Because iji ụmụ mmadụ idobere ụmụ nke gị, nwa gị nwoke na-azụ na school, nwa gị nwoke ruo na join Eastern Security Network, idobere na-azụ ya na school, were ego na-atụta na-azụ ya, ụmụ ndị nke ọzọ bụ ndị nke ihe eji wee tụọ ụtụ. Ndara. Evil have no place in what we do in life. If I do video tomorrow again, Kingsley, if I do video, if this video did not get to you today, it will get to you. But next time that I will do video, I will expose more. And if you did not get back to me, I will review the name and your identity, your village, everything about you. Nobody talks about you, but you are dreaded, more dreaded commander under the US. And you do business in Lagos. Stand in Ladipo, do your business, and you left men there to die. You will only go there to monitor how they have, how people have died, and you come back to your business. Evil people. After taking men on oath to stand against Simon, telling them that no one. I could remember one of my fellow comrades, I met him on the way. I asked him, why are you people posting on social media lies about Simon? That this thing, you know the people that do it. He will, do you know what they told me? That guy told me, yes, yes. Do you want us to tell people the truth so that they will blame DOS? Let them be blaming Simon since he don't want to come under DOS. I looked at him. I said, in your mind, tell me the truth. Is Simon evil? Those people running propaganda against Simon, in your mind, tell me the truth. Is Simon evil? Because most of you draw courage from me. Is Simon evil? And he looked at me and said, no, Simon is not evil. But Simon have to come under the DOS. I said, but you know that Simon is trying more than DOS. He said, but you know the right channel is DOS. He agreed from every question that I asked him, but told me the right channel is DOS. Evil people.